Northwestern traveled to Arizona for the opening weekend of the college baseball season to play a three-game series against BYU and a single game against Cal. Here's a brief recap of each game. Friday, 4-3 loss versus BYU NU lost the first game of the season after squandering a 3-2-1 lead in the 8th inning and eventually falling in extra innings. Junior Hank Christie looked promising in his first start of the year, 6.0 IP, 3H1 1BB, 4K, but the end result was all too familiar from previous seasons with poor bullpen play plaguing the Wildcats down the stretch. Box score Saturday, Game 1, 3-2 win versus BYU. Junior Sam Lawrence impressed in his first career start, 5.0 IP, 2H0 1BB, 5K, and the Wildcats bullpen did just enough down the stretch to earn the team its first win of 2019. Nick Pachorik, who switched to a permanent bullpen role this season, pitched a scoreless 9th inning to notch his first career save. Box score Saturday, Game 2, 11-2 Los versus BYU. The back end of Saturday's doubleheader was one to forget for the Wildcats. Sophomore Ryan Bader earned the start, but lasted just 3 innings after giving up 5 earned runs on 7 hits. Alex Urro's solo HR and freshman Parker Hanks' strong debut, 2.0 IP, 0H0 0BB, 4K, were the lone bright spots in this one. Box score Sunday, 9-5 win versus Cal. Northwestern ended the weekend on a high note, handily defeating Cal despite going up against Andrew Vaughn, one of the most highly touted prospects in the country. Vaughn got the better of Wildcat pitchers, 2H1 RBI, 3BB, 2R, but 14 new hits, aided by 6 Cal errors, were enough to secure a comfortable Northwestern victory and finish the weekend back at .500. Box score 1. Willie Bourbon was Northwestern's biggest threat at the plate throughout the entire weekend. The senior first baseman recorded 5 hits in 12 at-bats, walked 6 times, hit a home run, and tallied 3 RBIs. Bourbon batted cleanup in all 4 games, and NU will rely on him for run production at the plate if he can consistently produce like he did this weekend. 2. Fresh faces. Freshman Michael Troutwain showed his versatility this weekend, starting 3 games, 2 at catcher and 1 DH, and earning time as a pinch hitter and a left fielder as well. Troutwain batted .273 with a pair of RBIs and was perfect behind the plate. He has emerged as the front-runner to start behind the plate over sophomore Jack Kelly, 0 for 6 on the weekend, should Coach Allen choose to ride the hot hand in upcoming games. Freshman reliever Parker Hanks also made a strong first impression in his Northwestern debut. The left-hander from Missouri tossed 2 scoreless innings and struck out 4 batters against a BYU offense that was rolling in the 3rd game of the series. 3. Starting pitching. Northwestern got quality starts in 3 of 4 games this weekend, which should be seen as a positive given how mightily this team struggled on the mound last year. Excluding Ryan Bader's doozy in Game 3, the other 3 starters, Christie, Lawrence, Lavelle, combined to allow just 1 earned run in 14.1 innings, which should bode well for their confidence and the overall team morale moving forward. 1. Bullpen. The new bullpen couldn't close out what should have been a Wildcat win in Game 1 and also struggled down the stretch in Games 2 and 4 despite ultimately coming out on top. The bullpen combined for 13 walks in just over 18 total innings pitched on the weekend, which they'll have to cut down if this staff has any chance in improving from last year. 2. Leo Kaplan. In the season preview, I mentioned Kaplan's potential for a bounce-back year in the DH role this year after batting just .209 in 2018. Although it's still very early in the season, the junior won't be happy with his 1-of-9 performance at the plate this weekend. His lone hit was a big 1-2 RBI single to give NU the lead in Game 1, but he'll have to offer more consistency going forward in order for this Northwestern to pose a scoring threat up and down the entire order. 3. extra base hitting. In his preseason press conference, Coach Allen emphasized the need for improved power hitting and specifically more singles turned into doubles in order for NU to create more run-scoring opportunities with less swings of the bat. He'll be happy with the 2 solo shots from Murrow and Bourbon, but excluding those true blasts, 30 of the NU's other 32 total hits on the weekend were singles. Next up for Northwestern is a trip to Durham for a 3-game series against the Duke Blue Devils set to get underway on Friday afternoon. This weekend's series should offer tougher competition for NU. Duke advanced to the 2018 NCAA Super Regionals last year and swept their opening series of the year against Lehigh.